Hey, everyone. Welcome back to A Quick Note. Today, we're diving into a thought-provoking topic. What if the internet suddenly disappeared? We'll explore the potential impacts on communication, the economy, our social lives, and more. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a quick note. The internet is a big part of our everyday routine. We use it to chat with friends, do business stuff, and find information. We depend on it a lot, and it's tough to picture life without it. But let's think about what would occur if the internet suddenly wasn't there, even if it's just in our imagination. In this article, we'll talk about what it would be like if the internet disappeared and how it would change our lives. If the internet suddenly went away, one of the first things we'd notice is a big problem with how we talk to each other. Nowadays, we're used to chatting with people from all over the world using social media, messaging apps, and video calls. If those things were gone, we'd have to go back to using older ways of talking, like phones or writing letters. It might not sound like a big deal, but it could be a real issue in emergencies when we need to communicate fast and effectively. The internet has made it super easy for us to find and learn new things. Just a click, and we can read news, check out research papers, and access educational stuff from anywhere. But if the internet vanished, we'd lose this huge source of information. This would be especially tough for students and researchers who use the internet for their work. They'd have to go back to old school ways of researching, like using books and academic journals, which aren't as broad and available. If the internet disappeared, it would seriously mess up the economy. Think about online shopping. It's huge, and a lot of businesses sell stuff using the internet. Without it, these businesses wouldn't be able to connect with their customers, and they'd lose a ton of money. Also, many companies use the internet for everyday stuff like storing data online and managing projects. Without the internet, these businesses would have a hard time working well, and they wouldn't be as productive. The internet has really shaken up how we get our entertainment. Streaming services like Netflix and Spotify are super popular, giving us tons of movies, TV shows, and music from all over. If the internet went away, we'd lose these services, and folks would have to find different ways to have fun. Maybe people would go back to reading books or watching DVDs, but it would definitely mean less variety and convenience in how we entertain ourselves. If the internet suddenly went away, it would really hit our social lives hard. A lot of us use social media, like Facebook and Instagram, to stay connected with friends and family everywhere. Without the internet, we'd lose those connections, and we'd have to go back to more old-fashioned ways of hanging out, like meeting in person or talking on the phone. This could be especially tough for people who live far from their loved ones and depend on the internet to stay in touch. If the internet disappeared, it would really mess with our mental health. A lot of us find comfort and fun online, using the internet to take a break from the hassles of everyday life. Without it, we'd have fewer ways to deal with stress and anxiety, which might make us feel more alone and down. Also, the internet is crucial for folks dealing with mental health issues, providing information and support. If it vanished, these people could end up feeling even more isolated and alone. If the internet were to vanish, it would seriously mess up many aspects of our lives. It would mess with how we talk to each other, limit what we can learn, mess up the economy, give us fewer ways to have fun, and affect our social lives and mental health. Even though it's not likely that the internet will completely disappear, it's good to think about what could happen, especially since we rely on it so much every day. We should remember that the internet isn't the only way to connect, learn, or have fun. If it were to disappear, we'd have to figure out new ways to do these things, and we might find that some old school methods are still pretty cool and effective. Moreover, if the internet were to disappear, it would give us a chance to rethink how we deal with technology. Even though the internet has brought lots of good things, it's also been linked to various social and psychological issues, like addiction and depression. Without the internet, we'd have to face up to how it has affected our lives and figure out how to have a healthier connection with technology in the future. In the end, if the internet were to vanish, it would be a big shakeup, but life would go on. People lived for thousands of years without the internet, and even though we've gotten used to its perks, we can adapt to new situations. Thinking about what life would be like without the internet is a good way to recognize how much it has improved our lives. Well, that wraps up our exploration into the hypothetical, offline apocalypse. It's fascinating to consider the ripple effects the absence of the internet could have on our lives. What are your thoughts on this topic? Drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quick note, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more intriguing discussions, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Until next time, this is A Quick Note, signing off.